161st Street here in the Bronx. MLB The Show's got baseball from Yankee Stadium. This afternoon, we've got an interleague pairing of division leaders between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Gerald Hayden looks to push his all-time hit streak record to even greater heights. Next.
That's ball four. Ball four. Take the base.
And now here is Gerald Hayden, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless whether he becomes a superstar for 15 years or fizzles away, this mark will always stand. It will always be something that other players chase. Children will learn about it in textbooks. This guy has certainly etched his place in this game's history.
The first baseman.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. A line shot to third base. Throwing behind the runner. Not in time. Next, it'll be Francisco Lindor. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ground ball right side. Got him. Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover? Didn't think so. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Next for the Mets, Gerald Hayden, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Even though he's batting right-handed in this particular bat, this guy swings it from both sides of the plate. Numbers pretty much the same across the board. A terrific hitter, right-handed in this at-bat, but if you try to switch this guy around to the left side, he can do some damage also.
And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Roll, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started, to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many.
And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. So here's Francisco Lindor now. Now the double steal is on here. And this one's in the dirt. Not in time. And how about that for daring? It's a 2-out double steal. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. A dive, but it's off his glove. He'll get it into second. To second now, but he's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher.
Next to hit is Gerald Hayden, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Hey, here we go. Hey, come on, big guy, get your pitch.
First pitch on its way. Down the third baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
So now to the plate, Francisco Lindor drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 8th home run on the season for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well,
now to the plate, here is Gerald Hayden as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, Matty, so difficult to hit from both sides of the plate, but his eyes light up when he's hitting left-handed against the righties out on the mound. He's been torching them all year long.
And Mayhew's got it. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. So the next to bat will be Patrick Wisdom. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and they'll escape the danger created by the error. The inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Next to hit, Gerald Hayden. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Hayden.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Hey, guys, one of the best shortstops in the game, but he's going to tell you right there, he had to take the extra step because a little bit of a fumble in that glove forced him to have to gather himself, and it cost him.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Olson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hayden leads off first with 1 away. And there he goes towards second. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Wisdom is under it. 2 gone. And now Francisco Lindor. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. 1-2. Runners on the move for second. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead.
well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Mets get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Joey Lucchesi records his 14th winning